Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Nestled in the southeast corner of Alabama, Troy's Veterans Memorial Stadium, the site of our showdown today. Warm-ups just about complete. A live look-in as we close in on kickoff. That's going to do it for us. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming right at you. Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I are back at halftime.
About a 2-hour drive from Panama City, but none of these students are thinking about the beach. It's game time in Troy, Alabama. And now let's head down to the coin toss. It's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and 0 calories. Enjoy everything. Troy is ready to open this one up as they line up for the opening kick. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. The Knights' offense basically predicated on what this kid can do.
The thing I love about this guy, Brad, is just the intangibles that he brings to the table. We've been seeing this guy make plays over the weeks, but the thing that I really recognize is his ability to really lead this football team. When things are going well, he's patting everybody on the back. When things are not going well, he's trying to pick them back up and getting them ready to go. So not only does he physically have these tools, but also I really love the way he approaches the game.
Quick pass. He gets hit out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Kirk, that was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
He makes his way to about the 45.
Very intelligent play call. Dialing up the option on third down, and it worked like a charm.
And he's shoved out of bounds at midfield.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Mike 15. Mike 15. Easy.
And now he's got room to run. They'll bring him down at the 32.
It's a first down here, and I love to see the wide receiver get a chance to get his hands on the football. You know, the offensive coordinator told us earlier this week they're going to do everything they can to get this receiver involved in the game plan, whether it means catching a ball or at times running the football. And there, he shows what he can do with the football in his hand.
And he's taken down at the 21.
That's another first down, Brad. And right now, you can just really feel and sense the rhythm that this offense is in. Their ability to pick up first downs, just pushing this defense further and further down, back deep into their own territory.
And he's tackled at the 10-yard line. He kept it himself and picked up a good-looking first down.
Great execution and a good decision there by the quarterback.
Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Here's the throw. I don't think he got anything on that.
Number 9 makes the tackle at the 7-yard line. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
25. I'm coming after you, 25. Let's go. Easy.
Quick strike to the receiver. Touchdown. extra point. A quick update now. Here's Reese.
Time to check out the action from Bowling Green. There was never any room to breathe in this game. The Hilltoppers pull it out by 4. The Sun Devils prevail by 7.
All right, Reese, back to our game.
UCF.
They line up to kick this one away. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Now the offense gets ready to take their first crack at it.
57's the mic. Mark 57. Set. Oklahoma.
Tackle at the 38-yard line. He scrambled, and he can't get away from the pressure.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
From their own 49-yard line. First down.
Mike 57. Ready.
He's taken down at the 47-yard line. A pickup of 4 on the play.
You know, little passes like this force the defense to start to come up. Then you can see an offense take their chances downfield later to take advantage of the defense starting to cheat up.
He's scrambling. Now he's scrambling. Tackle made at the 39. Short pass, middle of the field, and down he goes at the 34-yard line. About a 5-yard pickup on the old play-action pass.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
Scrambling around. And they make the stop at the 27. It's the tailback. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd down and 5. Ball on the 22. Gets it out quickly. Brought down at about the 19-yard line. So it's complete, but they didn't get much there.
And that's because the defense was just waiting on it, and they attacked. The quarterback should have found somebody else downfield.
The defense got a great push and blew that play up well behind the line of scrimmage.
4th and 6.
So the kicker comes out. He'll try to put 3 points on the board. He gets it up, and it's long enough, and he splits the uprights. Troy is ready to kick it away. Excellent kick. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. So their last drive resulted in 6 points. Do you think we'll see the same result on this one?
They ran the ball extremely well on their last drive, and until this defense figures out how to stop it, I think they'll have no problem moving the ball down the field.
Quick throw.
That makes it 2nd and 8.
Central Florida is up by 4. Fires out quickly to the tailback. He's tackled around the 26-yard line. Taken back a yard.
They really just didn't have any room to work on that play. The defense just suffocated them there.
He airs it out. Oh, and he can't hold on.
Can't ask for much more than a 3-and-out. Great job, defense.
The intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 4th and 9.
The defense looks like they're going to send in the cavalry on this one. Tackle made at the 41. You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. Now he tries to buy some time. And he's sacked. The Trojans have one of the most dangerous offensive weapons in the entire country under center today. This kid is really fun to watch. He's fun to watch unless you're a defensive coordinator. One thing's for sure, it's going to be a great chess match between the offensive and defensive coordinators today. It's 2nd down, 12 to go. Ball on the 39. Zips it to the back. They'll bring him down around the 42-yard line.
Number 23 on the tackle at the 42-yard line. 3rd down.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go. Easy.
Here's a screen pass. Gets it to the back. Knocked out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
Loss of 1 on the play. That brings up 4th and 11.
Richardson is the deep man awaiting the return. Richardson fields it at the 24, and he's tackled at the 31-yard line. Let's see if this drive has a more rewarding conclusion than their last, which ended with a punt. Central Florida holds a 4-point lead. Has some daylight. He's to the 40. Gets out to around the 45.
On the tackle. That's a gain of 14 yards on the play. 1st down.
Watch your team. Watch your team. Watch your team. Come this way. Let's go. Easy go.
He makes it to the 45-yard line.
No big on the play. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Complete. He's got room. Steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line.
4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Roger.
Mike 15. Mike 15.
Let's go. Easy.
Up the middle for a nice gain.
Good hard running on 3rd down, but he couldn't squeeze out that last yard.
This is a great punt blocking team, and it looks like they're going to try to get to this one. Booming kick. This punt bounces into the end zone, and this will be a touchback. The Knights really came prepared to play defense today, and the plan is working.
Well, so far in this game, you've got to tip your cap to the defensive coordinator. He has clearly done a very good job of getting his team ready to play, and they have done a nice job of slowing down this very explosive offense.
And they get him in the backfield for a loss.
No gain. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Nice run up the middle.
Gain of 5 yards. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
Both offenses trying to find their rhythm in that first quarter. Low scoring and close right now. 7-3, Knights. Welcome back. Tight game here in the second quarter as we begin play. Wants to throw outside. Incomplete. It's knocked down by the defense.
Lester on the coverage. That'll bring up 4th and 5.
Anderson is the punter. They'll bring him down to the 50-yard line. In a game that's this close, you can't afford to waste possessions. Central Florida is up 4. Gains his way to the 39-yard line.
Call it a gain of 11 yards. First down.
Tight right. Four down. Right, let's go.
He's at the 30.
Gain 14 yards. That makes it 1st and 10.
Tight right. Four down. Check 82. Watch 82. Ball coming 82.
He fights forward to about the 23.
Gain 2 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Call it a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Takes it up the middle for a nice run.
Great job here converting and keeping this defense on the field. They're getting very tired.
Makes it 1st and goal.
There's a very impressive open field tackle.
Call it a gain of 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 9-yard line. 2nd down. Central Florida is up by 4. And he's hit before he could go anywhere.
That makes it 5th and goal.
Throws quickly into the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. And a nice catch by the receiver for the touchdown.
Anytime you're near the red zone, you got to keep an eye for this guy. They love going to him down here.
So they're going to try to determine if the receiver had possession and was inbounds or not. They call it a catch, but the booth signaled down to the referee that they'd like to take another peek at this.
Man, as I see this play again, it really looks like he made the correct call on the field.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The ruling on the field will stand. He caught it.
The only thing left to say about this play is that was an excellent catch.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that's an 8-play, 51-yard drive. And that's good for a touchdown. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Sends it sailing downfield. This one's going to be down in the end zone. You think about the challenges these two teams are facing. On one side, you've got to find a way to keep building on your lead, and on the other side, you've got to find a way to get back in it. And he's level at the 33-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
He's going to try and scramble. And he's taken down at the 34.
Gain of 1 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and
1. He's into the open field. Tackled after decent pickup. He's on the run. From their own 40-yard line. It's 2nd down.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Ready. Green 95.
Brought down after a nice run up the middle.
Gain of 6 yards. 3rd down.
Let's go.
He scrambled. Fumble! It's scooped up by the offense. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 41-yard line. Tries to get around the corner. They bring him down. And for Goody, he's got 2 sacks on the day now.
You know, for the rest of the game now, he's going to be looking for this guy every time he drops back to pass. Let's see if that throws off his timing.
I got him. Easy. Lucky.
Throws complete, and he stopped immediately.
Did you see how he looked that ball into his hands? That's how you catch a football.
Okay, just like that. Here we go. Easy. Check three.
He throws it. Makes the catch and gets out of bounds.
Well, they're living on the edge here a little bit, but, you know, they're converting when they have to.
14. Here we go.
Complete pass and hit hard as he came down with it.
That's a gain of 3 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Hey, pick your game up. Nice on the 7. All right. Check three.
Makes it to the 8. Quick throw, incomplete, wanted his receiver.
Don't think the other receivers didn't see that hit. They'll be thinking about this guy when they're running their routes, too.
2nd down and goal. 8 yards out. He might have a chance. And he's tackled at the 1.
Gain of 8 yards. That makes it 3rd and goal.
Here we go, D. Mike 28. Here we go. Easy.
Touchdown, Troy.
That was a very good all-around effort. The running, the blocking, the entire package. A well-deserved score.
Good touchdown run there and a 4 wide receiver set. And he hits the PAT. It was a 14-play, 75-yard drive, and they come away with 7 points.
Brad, I thought the offense did a really nice job of mixing up the play calling on that drive. I thought the defense was on its heels most of the drive because of the versatility of the offense.
So our score, 14-10. The Knights, over the years, have had great quarterbacks. They've got another one. He's proving to be that here in the first half, and he's the true leader of this group right now.
Leadership. You hit the nail right on the head. This team is moving the football, but it has everything to do with this young man and what he's been able to do for them. Because, again, he's making great throws. He's making good checks at the line of scrimmage. But the thing that's standing out to me is his leadership and the way this team responds to that leadership. And that's why this team right now has played as well as they have.
First down.
Central Florida holds a 4-point lead. That's a great tackle at the 47.
That'll make it 6 and 7.
Tackle at about the 41.
Brown on the tackle at the 41-yard line. First down. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Watch the team. Watch the team. Watch the team.
Here's an opening. Nice run to the left there.
That's a gain of 6 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
He's at the 20. Brought down around the 14-yard line.
What is going on with this defense? I mean, don't get me wrong. The offense is doing a nice job with first downs, and they're executing well, but the defense is just letting them maintain possession and move the ball right down the field. They've got to try to change things up with their scheme. Be more aggressive, attack, do some things to change it up, take some risks.
Touchdown, UCF! He splits the uprights with the extra point. A 7-play, 75-yard drive, and they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
Boy, this offense right now is just being physical, really controlling the line of scrimmage, and it's opening up some nice big lanes for the running backs.
The score now, 21-10. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
I think any good football team has to have an ability to answer, and that's exactly what we just saw. One team scores a touchdown, the other team comes right back and puts another touchdown on the board. This is getting exciting.
And offense is back on the field after running the ball very well on their last drive.
This offensive line really opened up some big gaps for the running back last time.
Sends it out quick, intercepted. And down he goes at the 24.
Brad, it's still early in this game, and they might be able to get back into it. I just feel like the quarterback seems to be forcing things a bit. I understand trying to get back and fighting to get back in the game, but that time to throw an interception when you really need points, that was a big mistake.
1st and 10, ball on the 24. They come out in an empty backfield. Halfback's got it on the quick throw. He's tackled at the 24-yard line.
No gain on the play. That brings us 2nd and 9.
Gets it out quickly. He's taken down at about the 17-yard line. A 7-yard pickup on the screenplay.
It's a well-designed play to the halfback, and it worked at least to get them a medium gain on the play.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on 3rd down. And they make the stop at the 20.
Good discipline here by the defense, stringing the option out and plugging the running lanes. That moved them back.
He gets it up. No good. He missed it to the left.
Well, sometimes when you see a kick like that, the kicker is trying to compensate for a factor, maybe like the wind, and he thinks he can hook it back in. It didn't happen that time.
They threw a pick the last time out. Should be interesting to see what they do this time.
If they can play sound football from here out and make a few plays, there's no reason they can't get back into this.
Tackle made at the 22-yard line.
Call it a gain of 2 yards. That makes it 2nd and 8.
From their own 22-yard line, it's 2nd down. Don't go anywhere, folks. It looks like we might have a pretty good game on our hands after all. 21-10, UCF.
Glad to have you with us in the studio for the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Reese Davis and David Pollack here, completely locked in on that first half. The passing numbers put up in the first half are hardly gaudy, less than 6 yards per pass for these two teams. So you look at it and you want your quarterback to take care of the ball. Turnovers are killers. I get that. A little too conservative in the first half. The quarterback, you want him to be a little bit more aggressive out there?
Well, if you're not, then it's going to make it extremely easy on the defense. And I say that because if you don't push the ball down the field, I don't have to respect the whole field. There's a reason the field's 52-plus yards wide and 100 yards long. I mean, if you make me honor that and you throw it down the field 30 or 40 yards and you make me run all the way down there and cover that area as well, it makes it a lot harder on a defense. Right now, the passes are so short, you're only making me cover 30, 40 yards. It makes it easy on a defense. The pass rush, you get your hands up and try to deflect balls. You know the ball's coming out early. It makes everything extremely simple on a defense when you make passes just dink and dunk, dink and dunk.
I can only hope that Nestler and Herbstreit will bring the same type of intensity to their call of the second half that David and I have brought to the halftime show. Of course, they always do. That's it for us here in the studio. Time to get you back out to the guys for the second half.
All right, Reese and David, welcome back, everybody. Just about set to start the second half. He sends this one deep. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The Knights continue to get it done on the defensive side of the football, Kirk.
Yeah, they've done a good job of building this lead and almost determined here to protect it. Let's see if they can hold on here for the rest of the way.
There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. They'll bring him down to the 39-yard line. He's scrambling. Loose football. Scoops up the loose ball. They'll get him for a loss.
Close one there. Maybe the ball carrier will try a little harder to secure the ball next time.
So the sack makes this a 2nd and long.
Come on, you 1-8.
With a quick throw. Steps out of bounds at the 48-yard line. He's got an opening. And he's tackled after positive yardage. Throws it in a hurry. And they push him out around the 28-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looks left, finding his tailback. backs with that tackle.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard. That'll make it 3rd and 5.
They go with a screen here, and the halfback's got it. And he's taken down around the 17-yard line. And this is the 9th play of the current drive. Here's the give. He makes it to the 15-yard line.
That's a gain of 2 on the play. That makes it 2nd and 8.
All day. Mike 7. Mike 7. Ready. Easy. Lucky 95.
Run left side. And they'll get him in the backfield.
He was never able to get ahead of steam on that carry.
That brings up 3rd and 10.
Well, they'll line it up again on 3rd down. 2 for 2 so far on this drive.
Mike 57. Here we go.
Fires that quickly to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss.
Thornton takes him down for a loss behind the line at the 18-yard line. 4th down.
They'll line it up for the field goal. And they can make this a one-possession game with this kick right here. Looks like someone got a head start on the line.
False start. Offense.
It's so tough to move the ball forward. Even a 5-yard setback can do damage to a drive.
It has the distance, and he got it. The Trojans running back down there on the sideline. He was injured earlier. He means a lot to this offense, but I think he's going to be able to come back in. Looks like he's ready to go. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. So they're just about set to get the game going again. Central Florida is up by 8. Gives it off. Good outside run there.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Makes it out to about the 40.
Gaining 8 on the play. That makes it 1st and 10.
Tight back. 4 down. 15's the mic. I got 15.
And he makes it out to about the 41-yard line. Gains his way to the 49-yard line.
Called a gain of 10 yards. 1st down.
Four down. Hey, watch 11. Box two. Green, 19.
Throws it. And he's hit before he can go anywhere.
Makes the touchdown. That's good for a gain of 27 yards. 1st down.
Four down. Watch 15. Mike 15. Hey, 50.
He's on the run. Inside the 10. Huge play, and it's going to be 1st and goal.
That's good for a gain of 15 yards. That makes it 1st and goal.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line. Central Florida up by 8. And now he pitches it. Gets to about the 5-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That brings up second and goal.
Like your team. Like your team.
And he's tackled at about the 3-yard line.
Gain of 2 on the play. That makes it third and goal.
Go deep.
Touchdown, Knights.
Really good vision here by the quarterback and a good understanding of where he was on the field. He didn't need much, and he knew he could get it himself.
And he adds the extra point. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Sends it sailing downfield. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. Fires out to his receiver. Tackle at the 32. Quick throw to the back. It's incomplete.
Childress was the intended receiver on the play. That makes it 3rd and 3.
Here's 3rd and 3. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Strike to his receiver. No good.
Childress the intended receiver on the play. That brings up 4th and 3.
Richardson is the deep man awaiting the return. And he muffed it. And he's tackled at the 38. Pretty good looking touchdown drive the last time these guys were out there. Complete. He's got room. He steps out right around the 42-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 4 yards. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Watch your team. Watch your team. Watch your team.
He fires. Keeps a foot in and pulls it down.
That makes it 1st and 10.
He has some room. Makes it to the 21.
That's good for a gain of 10 yards. 1st down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Easy.
Got some open field.
That's good for a gain of 11 yards. That makes it 1st and goal.
I got 15.
He's into the open field. Brought down at the 1.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards. That brings him 2nd and goal.
Touchdown, UCF.
I think the option down by the goal line is a great call. It puts so much pressure on the defense and it allows the quarterback to have the decision to run it or pitch it. This time it worked to perfection.
And he missed it. He missed the extra point. Looks like they're ready for the kick. And he got all of this one. Great kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback.
The Knights staff has got a winner on their hands. You've been around kids like this. They're just fun to be around.
They're fun to be around, and I think it's infectious. His attitude, I think, permeates throughout this entire offense and really throughout the entire team. It's no wonder this team is so competitive with him at the front leading the way.
And down he goes at the 32-yard line.
Gain of 7 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Gives it left side. So the halfback gets some decent yards and a first down.
He got by a couple of defenders and made it to the sticks for the first down.
Come on, D!
Throws complete. He's hit right away.
That's a gain of 6 on the play. That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D.
Receiver screen incomplete.
Found the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
So it's 3rd down now, and they're going to need about 4.
Tight end right. 4 down, 4 down. Let's 57, 57 right.
Makes it out to about the 49.
Gain of 9. That makes it 1st and 10.
Scrambling around. He's tackled at the 44.
That's good for a gain of 5 yards. That brings him 2nd and 5.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
He's taken down at the 45. Screen pass. He's got his halfback. And they make the stop around the 40-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5.
They executed the screen play well here by getting the ball to the halfback. They pick up some yards.
It's 4th down. They'll line it up for a very long field goal attempt. So with 1 quarter remaining, the Knights lead it 34-13. Back in this very pivotal 4th quarter. You don't need 3 guesses to figure out what they're going to run right here on 4th and short. He fights forward to about the 39. They move the sticks after another first down.
Impressive drive by this offense so far. I really like what they're doing by keeping this defense on their heels and moving the ball downfield.
Throws, and he's right there to knock it away. And he did a nice job breaking up that pass.
Well, he did a great job here of not risking a big gain. Instead, he just batted it down.
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 39-yard line. Here's a screen pass. Gets it to the back. He's knocked out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Good gain on the pass to the running back.
This young man is becoming more and more part of this passing game. He does a great job of making guys miss after the catch.
Tight down, tight down. There you go.
Makes the grab and steps out right away. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
Gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 57's the mic, watch 57.
Now he's scrambling. Decides to take it himself, and he's got it. Touchdown.
Things can get pretty fierce in this territory, but they look totally in control there.
And he tacks on the extra point. Martin ready to kick. He just drills this one. And they can forget about returning this one.
Both teams are well aware that a score on this drive is going to create an almost insurmountable lead. This defense has really got to step it up and make a stop. Up the middle for a nice gain.
Gaining 5 on the play. That brings him 2nd and 5.
He's going to try and scramble. And he's sacked.
Coaches don't like it when their quarterback gets hit like that. Don't be surprised to see the old coach get on his lineman to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
From their own 25-yard line. 3rd down. He gets another carry. Runs outside for a nice gain.
That makes it 4th and 4.
Williams, the return man. Williams takes it to 28. Brought down at the 35. Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That brings him 2nd and 5.
Handoff up the middle.
Call a loss of 1 yard on the play. 3rd down.
Three down. 57's the mic. Mark 57. Regular. Green, 19.
Makes the catch and look out. Tackle made at the 49. Bring him down at the 50.
That's good for a gain of 1 yard. That makes it 2nd and
8. He scrambled. And he's taken down at the 46-yard line.
Gaining 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 4.
And he's tackled at about the 35. First and 10. Ball on the 35. just throws this one away. And this play is number 8 on the drive. Fires quick out to the receiver, and he can't make the grab.
Lewis was the intended receiver on the play.
3rd down now. They need to get it to the 25.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, check right. Let's go.
Zips it to the back. And he's level at the 23-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
And he just gets rid of it. This is the 11th play of this drive. Here's the give. He fights forward to about the 23.
No gain on the play. 3rd down.
Catches it and hit immediately for a loss. They lose 4 there.
Well, that's just a sound play by the defense. They dropped him well short of the line of scrimmage.
So they're going to go for it here.
Roger. Here we go. Let's bring it.
And he can't get the pass off, and he's sacked.
When the 1st down marker is that far away, someone's got to step up and make a play on 4th down. It just didn't happen for him here.
Their last drive broke down, and they punted. What do they have in store this time out? Feeds it to the back. He makes his way to about the 42.
Gain of 8 yards. That brings up 2nd and 1.
It's 2nd down now. They're just a few feet away from that 1st down marker. Just over 2 minutes in the game. They give to the tailback. Gains his way to the 46-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 12 yards. 1st down.
Watch your team.
Back to him, and he gets nothing this time around. The halfback just couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. Troy's going to use their first time out of the half here. From the 47-yard line. It's 2nd down. 5 wide. Takes it up the middle for a nice run. Richardson gains about 5 yards on the run. The Trojans use their 2nd timeout. The ball is loose. Picks up the fumble. He's at the 20. And he's finally brought down at the 7.
The defense wasn't fooled at all on the option, and it was their discipline that created that turnover.
So you wonder what kind of excitement we'll see this time around.
They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. Fires quickly, and he's got his man. Tackle at the 1-yard line.
That brings up 2nd and goal.
Just over a minute left. Going to the end zone, and it's coming back out. And it's the defense that delivers the knockout punch with that interception. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 20-yard line. Tackled after a decent pickup. That was a good play by the halfback. Picked up about 5 yards on the option. Troy's called their final timeout. They come out in a 5-wide set. He gets to about the 34-yard line.
Call it a gain of 9 yards. First down.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 34. And he'll just take a knee here to kill the clock. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. He takes a knee. And this one's all but wrapped up with the final score, 34-20, UCF. That's going to do it for this presentation of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk Herbstreit, this is Brad Nessler saying goodbye.